Hello, welcome back to our Math Today video. I'm Charlie, and today we will be learning about how to simplify square roots. Now, when you're solving for a square root, depending on the problem, you may either simplify it and leave that as your answer, like we're about to learn, or you might approximate the answer like we learned in Math Today number 21. And you would do that normally in situations where you're looking for a practical answer to use, like a measurement. Now on to the video where we're going to be simplifying the square root of 48. The main concept that we're going to use here is the formula, the square root of a times the square root of b equals the square root of a times b. Now if that doesn't make sense, let's give an example. So the square root of 4 times the square root of 9. So a is 4 and b is 9. 4 times 9 is 36. So this will equal the square root of 36. We know the square root of 4 is 2. And the square root of 9 is 3. So 2 times 3 equals 6, which is the square root of 36. Now we've clarified that. Let's go back to the square root of 48. The first step we're going to have to do here is write out all our squares, our perfect squares. So 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4. 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16, and 5 squared is 25, and that just keeps going on and on. Now, we're going to try to divide 48 by each of these numbers until we get a whole number. So, 48 divided by 1 is just 48, which is a whole number, but it's still the same, so we're not getting anywhere with it. Next is 4, so 48 divided by 4 equals 12, and 12 is a number, so we can use this. So you may be thinking, do we need to do this? Well, let's go back to our formula from earlier. We can actually plug these in because 4 and 12 are going to become a and b. So, square root of 4 times the square root of 12. And 4 times 12 is 48. So that equals the square root of 48. And since we know that the square root of 4 is 2, that gives us 2 times the square root of 12 equals 48. This may be in simplified form, but we're not done yet. We can still do more. We can do this exact process again with the square root of 12. Obviously, 12 divided by 1 is just 12, so we move on to 4, and 12 divided by 4 equals 3. And then if we plug in 4 and 3 for a and b, that gives us the square root of 4 times the square root of 3. 4 times 3 is 12. we get the square root of 12. Simplify this again. 2 times the square root of 3 equals 12. And then we can, the square root of 12. And we can put this back in earlier. That gives us 2 times the square root of 3 equals the square root. And 2 times 2 is 4. So our final answer is that the square root of 48 in its simplified form is 4 times the square root of 3. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something. Goodbye.